YouTube Wardog message over. Welcome back, guys, to part 12 of Killing Time, the first mission of the Canadian campaign, the Khabour Trail, on Combat Mission Shock Force 2. I've already issued some orders over on the right flank. We'll see them play out, so I'm not going to go and review what they are, but they have been issued. We are winning the gunfight over here on this flank. This guy's surrendering. We've gunned down enemies in most of these buildings, to be perfectly honest. I think now the key is pushing forward. So we're going to have Corporal Jackson move forward. Corporal Rogers is also going to move into... No, he's not. Keep him there. There's still somebody in here needing buddy aid. Master Corporal Leatherwood, I believe. It looks like he is receiving that aid from somebody in Master Corporal Grenadiers team. So for that reason, we are going to push Corporal Minton across into this building. In fact, that's going to open up a whole extra avenue, isn't it? So maybe we won't do that just yet. We'll focus on pushing Corporal Jackson across over here. He's going to do a 15-second pause there. Then he is going to we don't have any... Well, I think if that was in the fight, it'd be shooting at these guys already. I'm going to push through into here. I want you to do that as quickly as possible. Then Master Corporal Asselin over here. Push out to there. Wait for 10 seconds. Push across to there. Hold. Corporal Rogers. Wait 30 seconds. Push straight across to there and hold. Don't want you guys shooting at anything. Okay, we've given orders. Let's come back out and see what happens. I'm just going to watch it from further forward because I think it's unlikely that anybody towards the rear will take hits. There is contact on the left flank. Okay, no casualties. There was some sporadic fire, I think, on the left flank. I think the right flank largely just advanced. They were all in there by the end of the minute. This guy is still in here. He's broken, apparently, morale-wise. And should he change his mind, he's got a couple of friends with him. The commander over here his two bodyguards, one is wounded and one is dead, and Commander, we don't even know his name, but he's surrendering. Lovely. I do want to see if we can see where the enemy fire comes from over here, because I do think there was some. Or maybe there wasn't, actually. Okay then. Let's just get straight on with the next turn. We're still going to leave them there, because they're still trying to take him prisoner. I'm now fairly confident there's no enemies in this building or this building. I'm going to leave Master Corporal... No, we'll leave Corporal McWhite in here with the guy that's still surrendering, and we'll move the other two four-man teams into this building. That is going to bring them into the fight with probably this one and definitely these three buildings across the street. There's not really much more we can do beyond that for this turn, I don't think. We've still got 27 turns, 27 minutes left, and I think we're making decent progress. Still got one enemy in here surrendering. Those guys managed to move up with no issues. So we now know there's no one in here or in here. We're also fairly sure that there's nobody in any of these front buildings here. So, do me a favour actually before you do that. Wait 5 seconds because they're not fully situated yet. Then move into there. You guys, as soon as you're there, into that one. Master Corporal Greentree, as quick as you can, across into the ground floor of that building. These guys have buddy-aided the wounded Master Corporal Leatherwood. So we're going to push forward. You guys are going to wait 15 seconds, I guess. Then push into there with them. When you guys get in there, you're going to wait 20 seconds. And then continue to push into that building. Our pioneers here under Corporal McLean will push into this building. And no, Corporal Rogers will take his team through into this building and into the adjacent part of the structure. That's going to take them probably about 45 seconds to get done, at which point Corporal Jackson will follow them in. Okay. Again, we've got 27 turns left, so there's now no need to rush once more. There was a need at one point where I wasn't really making enough ground, but I think that's past now. Let's see what we get. Definitely contact up. Casualty on the left flank, definitely contact on the right. Looks like the Pioneers took a hit there on the left flank. Big explosive hit too, so there's probably casualties involved there. A lot of enemy forces popping up on this turn. Okay, we'll start with the left flank. Come on. The teams move through. They begin engaging the enemy. Were they both down at the start? I don't know. I think one of them was. The second one is then neutralized. Somebody opens up from this building across the street. There's two of them in there. They are very quickly suppressed, including by Corporal McWhite at the back there. There is also an enemy commander in there. South Group HQ is in there. That was one of them, and I think South Group HQ went as well. These guys have started engaging across the across into Inuit as well, which is interesting. Right, the left flank, 9th platoon. What happened? So almost immediately as we start trying to move, it turns out there's an enemy in that building over there. He's very quickly considered to or convinced to stop fighting for a moment at least. These guys, Corporal Rogers pushes through, finds enemy combatants on the other side of this building and neutralizes them pretty swiftly. Pioneers do lose a man there. Yeah. Now all hell breaks loose as they move into this adjacent building, because we've got enemies in there, but we've also got somebody armed with a PKM in the ground floor of this building. To put his head down with. Okay. We definitely have not fully cleared that. I don't know quite why this guy hasn't yet surrendered. But let's crack on. We're going to continue leaving Corporal McWhite in here to guard this guy that's surrendering, although part of his 3-man fire team seems to have decided to proceed through to here, which is his machine gunner, which is fine with me because that kind of works for us. We're going to tell Master Corporal Solberg to suppress this building, even though I think all 3 of those front buildings are being suppressed by different people, yeah, in 8th platoon. Is the school still being suppressed? We still have somebody suppressing the school? Yes. However, if we start coming down the main road there, people on the ground floor of the school are going to be able to get involved. So maybe we don't want to do that just yet. Okay, you're not going to do that. Instead, Master Corporal Burnsides is going to move back through this building. Outside the building. Then as quickly as he can, and hopefully without getting shot by anybody. Oh, that is super duper risky. Yeah, we don't know there's not somebody in this back corner building. I mean, they should really have engaged us if there was, but same with this one. This I'm certain, and this I'm certain, because otherwise they'd be in this fight. Okay. As quickly as you can, you're going to move to there. You're going to hold that angle. And then hunt down to this corner, and from there move to there. That might take them the better part of the minute, might even take them more than the minute. Gonna hold them, gonna hold them. Gonna have Master Corporal Solberg hold position as well. He's the base of fire now. Let's go figure out what we're doing on the left. The Pioneers over here are not happy because they took fire from the RPG. We can suppress them with Corporal Rogers. I think if Corporal Rogers is doing that, we can't really have Master Corporal Aslan move at all. There are a lot of enemy forces in this building. Are they surrendering? Oh, that guy is. So is the gunner. Where's this chap? Oh, he's in the other part of the building. He's surrendering too. Okay. Do we still have that machine gun shooting? No, it's not suppressing anymore. Okay, we've neutralized these two. There can't be anybody in here. I think if there was somebody in here, they'd be engaging as well. Same with this one. Are you in a firefight, or are you just getting shot at? They're getting shot at. Currently pinned. It doesn't look like they're surrendering, but they're pinned. These guys have not yet completed their move into that next building. Okay, but once they do go into there... Okay, so... right, we're not going to tell you to suppress that, actually. If you guys can manage it, you can suppress it. this, this, and this have to be clear. Same with this and this. This one doesn't necessarily have to be, but probably is. Right, if you guys push back out that way, down to there. Oh, I don't like that actually. Straight into there. Then as quickly as possible into there. You'll be able to tell if this is clear. You'll be able to engage anybody who's in here. Probably engage that building. Wait in there for 20 seconds and then push through to the ground floor of this building if you can. They're going to suppress. I feel like on this side we need to just sort of continue to have the firefight that we're having, to be honest. I'm going to bring you guys... Is he still surrendering? I mean, he is, and he's in the middle of our forces now, so maybe we don't need to. Okay, let's see what happens here on this next turn. Okay, no casualties. How far did we get on this flank? They're into cover behind these buildings. They haven't quite finished all of their movement, but that's fine. He still hasn't been captured, which is interesting. Right, we didn't take any casualties over here either, so I'm just going to fast click through it. Are you guys surrendering? Yes. Nice. Wrong button, idiot. Right, this guy's popped up now, and the building is not visible, so yeah, that means he's surrendering as well. Okay. These guys managed to get into this building, but they were still doing their pause, so they haven't yet moved out into this one. Okay. I think we can squeeze another turn in on part 12 here, I think. Right, you need to stay there, you need to stay there, you need to stay there, because you're the base of fire. You can continue on with what you were doing. When you get to there, take a 10-second pause, and then push into this building and face that way. Let's try and clear that out. I think if there was somebody in there, they'd have shot at them already, so make that quick. I think in preparation for them going in there, we'll have you guys just suppress that building. Sergeant Major Gun, I think we will start pushing forward with. We'll bring him into the second floor of this building. Not that I feel like he really needs to be there, but because his only real role is fire support. Although he's only got 400 rounds. You know what? We'll cancel his targeting arc. We'll let him engage if he feels the need. Right, you guys are. Yeah, continue with that. No, actually. Don't continue with that. Is there a door out there? No. So you would probably have to filter out here. Then push down to there. And then go inside of there. Hopefully they go through the wall there. That's kind of what I want them to do. Not run around to the door. But I guess we'll have to see what they do. You don't need to keep suppressing that because he's surrendered. You guys wait 10 seconds and then push across into there. When you get in there, this has got to be clear, but this we don't know about, and this one we don't know about. But they will be in this building, so they'll be able to support on that one. So there's only that little back bit that's a one-on-one. Corporal Minton can move forward to here. I don't want to push anybody else on that side. Let's have the machine gun here take over suppression of that building. Corporal Anders from 8th Platoon's 1 Section B team is going to come out the back of his building, down this way, and start trying to make his way across here. Hopefully he doesn't get shot at. I do feel like there's a chance he will, but I feel like we've got relatively good control over most of the buildings that are going to be able to see him doing that. And I want to get a few more bodies up into Objective Inuit for tactical control. Yeah, we can play this turn out. Let's see what happens. There's definitely more enemies on the right flank. Taking casualties on the right flank. Okay, let's start with the right flank here. We do take casualties here with Master Corporal Solberg's team. Hold on, was that it? No, I don't think it was. There it is. Okay, so it's a glancing blow on one of the riflemen, which is coming from this building, probably because they're at the back, so they're not being suppressed by the people that are engaging it from the other side. And now they're not being suppressed by Solberg's team either, because they're suppressing this building over here. This guy has been captured now. This one still hasn't. It's probably because there's enemies in that building that are keeping him in the fight. How many are there in here? Apparently one. He hasn't surrendered yet, but Master Corporal Burnside is about to go in. One of those two just got injured. And I think the other one did as well. Burnside's just dropped the one that was left in this building. So I think these three buildings are the main thing left over here that needs to be cleared now. Oddly enough, we cleaned up a lot of marks over here. Right, first of all was this guy. Did he decide to continue fighting, or did he surrender? He surrendered, I think. That's what it looks like. That's interesting that he surrendered up there, but these guys haven't down here yet. I don't think that the guys that were in here are still surrendering, or that they were pinned, weren't they? But surrender now. Okay. So the machine gun assistant that's on the ground floor looks like he surrenders.
Get up! Put your hands in the air!
And I think that these two also surrender in here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that sounded like a call for surrender. And then just before the minute ends, where's this chap? He's over here.
Hands up!
He surrendered as well. Interesting. So it looks like they've collapsed in Inuit to me. I mean, there still could be there, just because it doesn't look like there's any icons on the map doesn't mean they're not there. But we just had one surrender up here and then three get captured up here, which kind of implies to me there's not many of them left back here to keep the rest of them in the fight. Excellent. Well, that's going to do it for part 12, guys. I think we're getting close to having this finished. Maybe a couple more parts. We need to clear out these front three buildings and then the rest of Inuit. But I think with 24 minutes, 24 turns left to go, we're doing pretty well. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe if that's what you want to do. Really appreciate you watching this far into the campaign. Thank you very much. I will see you soon for part 13, but for the time being it's going to be War Dog. Out.